It's been 10 years since the High School Musical ended, and Zac Efron still is the teenage heartthrob. Fans just can't wait to see him on screen again, and this time he might have given a spoiler for a High School Musical reunion. Let's find out what the fuss is all about. It's been raining reunions since last year, as the Harry Potter and Friends cast also gave it a go. Fans were curious whether their favourite cast from High School Musical would be up for a reunion or they would never get closure. Well, Zac Efron gave an interview in which he hinted on something that could be a reunion for the High School Musical stars. Zac has been the centre of attention since the first movie because of his larger-than-life portrayal of a perfect basketball player. High School Musical became so popular in a matter of weeks that what came out as a single movie turned into a series of movies, and now fans are hoping for some sort of reboot after all these years. You probably already know that there was a much anticipated cast reunion back in 2020, but Zac skipped it, so it didn't feel like a proper reunion to the fans. Zac's debut in the industry was with High School Musical, so he indeed holds it close to his heart. The last High School Musical film grossed about $252 million all around the world, and the way it ended, it really hooked the viewers and got them waiting for the reboot. Though a series was also released based on the story of High School Musical, it failed to even get half the clout that the movies had. Yet it went moderately well, and by looks of it, Disney will not let the High School Musical hype fade away anytime soon. Efron has recently given an interview while touring for his new horror movie. When the press asked questions about him starring in High School Musical again, he smiled and said, Of course. By the looks of it, Zac is completely on board with the idea of a High School Musical reboot, and so is everyone else. He also added, to have an opportunity in any form to go back and work with that team would be so amazing. My heart is still there. That would be incredible. I hope it happens. This statement might have been announced to let Disney know that he's available if they're interested in another venture back to the valleys of High School Musical. Zac realized how High School Musical has gotten him so much fame and respect across the globe. He recently revealed that when he was on an adventure with a tribe from Papua New Guinea, the people of that tribe recognized him immediately. They even wanted him to FaceTime their family and friends. The tribal people were so respectful to him and seemed pretty excited to host such a big star. Zac was completely shocked at how people so far away from the materialistic lives recognized him within a moment. He gives the credit of such grand recognition to High School Musical movies. The way Zac said, "I hope it happens," gave us legit goosebumps because we all hope that the reboot happens, as the movies have been the staple of pop culture since the first movie got released. As Zac said that he would very much like to work with the same team, it means that even if a reboot happens, the same cast will play their roles. As Zac said, "I think everybody would love to get involved." Though Zac is all in on the idea of getting back to his role as Wildcats, the rest of the cast members might not be completely on board with it. It's such a bummer, but Tisdale actually said it out loud to the press. Tisdale isn't interested in playing her character again in the reboot because she's afraid that she might not do justice to it. The High School Musical characters are legendary, and so many people have an emotional connection with these characters, so Tisdale's concern isn't completely off either. She said, "I just feel like I wouldn't be able to really do that again and give it justice." Her reasons are pretty valid too, as her character Sharpay has qualities that are absolutely not like what Tisdale is in real life. You know what I'm saying? I think at that moment in time I was very unaware of myself and my surroundings, and I feel like that's a big part of Sharpay. She's just not really aware, and so as I grew up and became more aware, I think that it's just something that wouldn't be the same. Tisdale gave this statement to Entertainment Tonight back in 2021 when someone asked her about a High School Musical reunion. There can't really be a reunion without Sharpay because they were all homies, and how could we imagine a reboot without the main leads in it? According to Tisdale, High School Musical already is pretty perfect, and remaking it would just ruin its essence and innocence. We have all seen the characters in their teens when they were completely naive and quirky. But seeing them in their 30s might not be the same experience, and who knows, it might wreck our special memories of High School Musical. Tisdale added to her statement and said, "It's so good, and it's like, for me, I would hate to ruin something that's perfect for that moment, and yeah, I don't think I could go back to it." So Tisdale has clarified that she won't be part of any High School Musical reunion, like ever. For the major leads in the show, only Zac seems willing to come back and give the audience a memorable and unforgettable reunion. The rest of them have the view that this show already is pretty perfect, and anything additional would just ruin its essence. Vanessa has also completely knocked off the option of being part of a reunion and gave a statement back in 2017 in which she was excited to see the new cast members but was not really on board with playing any part herself. She said in the interview, "I'm 28, I could be a teacher, but I refuse to be a teacher. I'm still a teenager at heart, so probably not with me." Right after 2 years of this statement, Vanessa gave another interview. "I love what they're doing, but the original HSM was a moment in time that was really special. I'll always be grateful for it, but let's let it be that moment in time." So Vanessa has made it pretty clear that she won't be part of the reunion. However, there is someone who's floating on the same boat as Zac. Lucas Grabeel, the on-screen brother of Tisdale, is a lot more open to the idea of the reunion. He gave an interview back in 2017 and said, "Yeah, of course I would. If Disney calls, my door is always open. We work well together." So, if a reunion is to happen, guess who's going to be the brother of Sharpay? Yep, you guessed right. Zac is lucky to still have a few people open to the idea of a reunion, including Monique Coleman, who also said that "I love Taylor and I feel like I've learned a lot from her. I can't imagine what the story would be like, but I can't say that it's not possible. You never know." So, Monique hasn't pushed the idea of the reunion completely under the rug, which is great for all the HSM fans. Another important character, Corbin Bleu, has hinted his interest in a reunion by saying, "Obviously, when it comes to the relationships of all of us in the cast, we went through so much, such a life-changing time together. Obviously, that created these strong root relationships that anytime I see anyone, it's just a love fest. So getting a chance to work together again would be wonderful." The problem is, from the lead cast, only Zac is ready for a reunion, and Disney might not do a spin-off because it would affect the reputation of the original franchise. However, it's also possible that Disney rips up a new agreement and the stars can't resist it. Or Disney also has a long history of secrecy, so it's highly possible that some of the cast is advised not to disclose their interest in the reunion just to keep the word spreading. It will maintain the hype of the original movies, and as the reunion news would be released, it would completely shock people and the movie would get a lot more clout. So, this refusal of stars taking part in a reunion is all just a ruse, or are they actually reluctant? It will soon be revealed. But as far as Zac is concerned, he would be more than willing to work in a new HSM movie with a completely unique and fresh story. The fans can't wait to see Zac playing Troy Bolton yet again. However, Zac might not be playing the same basketball player, but we are pretty sure that Disney will whip up an amazing new storyline for him, but only if there was an HSM reunion to happen. The director of the movie, Kenny Ortega, currently isn't working on HSM 4 and doesn't plan on doing it anytime soon. So, fans apparently have to wait a little longer to see their favourite Wildcats back on screen. Though the cast previously reunited for a sing-along on ABC Channel back in 2020, the fans are now hoping for a fully fledged movie. The Insta feed of Zac is giving beachy vibes, so is his character going to be a swimmer? You never really know. Disney hasn't given an official statement regarding the High School Musical reunion in the form of a fourth movie, but experts are speculating that they might be preparing for one, as reunions have become a new cool these days. So do you think there should be a High School Musical 4? Tell us in the comments section. Thanks for watching.